Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are all doing good, and yeah, today I hope this video will encourage you. Today I want to talk about kids, families, and hopefully this is going to be an inspire, encourage video for someone. I want to start with a little bit of my personal story. So I am raising 2 kids alone, which can be sometimes challenging, and especially when I'm also working on myself, it can be sometimes like I said, challenging. So my son, he is 7, and my daughter, she's 9, so they're still little. And when I look back of what I went through, I just want to make this video to encourage maybe another mother out there, or maybe a father, or maybe someone that wants to have children. And so what I want to say about that is, I feel like in that moment when you have your kids, you just have your baby and you're alone, it could be scary, but it can also be scary for a woman who does have her partner, because it's your first child, and but I want to encourage you to say you will survive it. That God made us to know these things. We have our mother instinct within us, so it will guide you, it will help you. And I will say, pray. When I look back, when I just had my daughter, she's my first baby, I was scared. I didn't feel like I know what I needed to do, but somehow I feel like, looking at back, that God has helped me through it all. He has been with me through it all, and even now till today, He is still helping me and guiding me. We will not have it all figured out. We will not know everything what to do, but at that moment, you will know what to do. So yeah, kids, as you notice, if you're a parent, you will notice kids will copy you. So that's why we should be more aware of the things we say in front of the kids and things that we do, because we should be the role model, because we are the role model of for our kids. So we should be more aware of things that we say and do. And I know sometimes it will be funny if they do something bad that we are doing or saying, especially when they're little. I catch myself even doing that. I will laugh, but for their life as adults, it's not going to be funny anymore. So we as parents, we should be more aware of these things. When we know that God loves us, we can give more that love to our kids, and God will show His love through us to our kids. But we should be willing to seek God, pray to God, confess our sin, ask Him what we need, ask God what He needs from us. Those things are very important, and prayers, it does help. So I encourage, if you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling encouraged, not encouraged, I mean, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling down, I will say, pray, seek God. He can help with anything. Just need to look for Him, because in the Bibles it does says, kids are a gift and a reward. And sometimes it can be difficult, you don't know what to do, you get frustrated, and you feel like all these emotions. But that's why I love to learn more about awareness, reading the Bible more, learning more about God's law, and it helps me to feel peace. So that is what God wants for us. He loves us. He wants us to feel that peace, that the peace of He can help us. Sometimes I believe we as a parent, we can make things more harder when it shouldn't be. Like for example, the other day I was getting my daughter ready for school, and she didn't like she couldn't find one of her clothes. So I felt kind of frustrated because I wanted to get on time to bring the kids to school. So I kind of felt this frustrating building up inside of me. But I thought, you know what? Because I had that awareness, I stayed calm and I let my daughter just do her thing. And I just kind of let it go. I just, let it go. Surrender to God. I let God in control. So I felt this peace within me. So in the end, my daughter, she got ready. So whatever it was with the clothes, in that situation, I've learned to stay calm. I didn't need to get frustrated with her. I didn't need to yell. And I've learned something from my daughter too. So what I want to say is, we as a parent, it's not only that we can teach our kids, we can learn something from our kids too. If we learn to be humble and say sorry to our kids of something that is true, a true apology, we are showing our kids, that we as parents can have it wrong too sometimes. We are human beings, we make mistakes. So we encourage them to say that also, if they make a mistake, how they can say sorry. The next thing I want to encourage you is to learn kids acceptance, give them affection and affirmations. So the acceptance is, make them feel, let them know that you love them. And I'm not saying just say, oh, I love you, just by saying, you are my daughter, you are my son, I love you. Let them know they are a part of the family. And with that, affection comes in. Some families, they will not cuddle a lot or give kisses, hugs. But I want to encourage you, hug your kids as many as you can. Hug them, kiss them. Show them that affection. That's, in that way you love them. Cuddle up. Cuddle time is so nice. Put on a nice movie, read a book together, cuddle up. And affirmation is when they're doing something good or not something that you think is good, just say, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you that you're trying things, at least you're doing something. And the trying is already something to be proud of, because we as adults, we want that too. We will seek acceptance, affection, we're seeking validation sometimes, and it's nice to hear when somebody's proud of you. So why is this so important for our kids? It's because they won't seek it when they're older. Because when you have that open womb, you didn't have that from home, you didn't feel that way, you didn't feel loved, accepted, and affection. You will look it in the wrong places as an adult. So that's why it is important to do those things. When we show kids honesty, compassion, love, encourage them, these things, because lots of times I'm guilty sometimes of that too, when my kids are saying something that is true, and even if it can be like kind of embarrassing sometimes, the things that I say outside, they will say somebody smells, or when it's true, but I will say, I will say them shush. It's like all the time shush, so they will learn, like when they saying honesty, that they need to be shush. But the point is, I do want to learn them to be more respected towards people, but at the same time I want to learn them also that it's good to be honest. Because if you're teaching your kids when they're honest, that like how I did, like shush all the time, don't talk, or I want to learn also more, and I'm aware of learning more to give the kids time to speak, because what they have to say is also important. I want the kids to learn that they can talk to me, that they can speak honesty with me, because it will encourage them also later in the future to speak their mind, that they will not hold back, that they can be honest and have the courage, because those things are so important, because they will learn as an adult to do that, to be honest, and to go after their dreams and goals, and to serve God. God will lead them through honesty and to the purpose, because there's lots of people, including me, we will not do the things that we're supposed to do because we don't have enough encouragement. We don't have the confidence. We maybe we didn't have something as a child that we feel that we needed. So all these things is so important to know. How can we be better for ourselves? How can we be better for our kids? Is by praying. Pray to God, seek for God's help. He can build, He can help, He can keep us, keep us safe from the enemies, And the more I learn about this, the more I want to learn others and encourage somebody out there who's watching my video. And what is also something important is never make one of the kids only your favorites, because that will cause also insecurities, and not because one kid has more of your qualities, or means that we're gonna say, you know what, you're my favorite one, because that will give the other child, they will feel more insecure, and they will feel like they are not belonging in a family. And how much we love our kids, how much we want to cling on them, and it's nice and it's good sometimes, like I said, the affection, giving them love, but then it's also good to let them free. And with that I mean, let them discover the world, let them see what they want to do, let them see what they love. We as a parents, we can observe them, see what they're doing, of course keeping an eye on them. But what I mean with letting them go is more like, let them see what they want, let them see what they love. Let's just say my daughter, she loves to climb, she loves to jump high, and she's 9. So when even in a little more younger age, at I don't know 3 years old, she would always kind of fall because she's climbing here, jumping there. But as a parent, I'm still sometimes holding my heart don't do that. I will think when my daughter's doing something like climbing high, she loves to climb trees. So even though I find it scary, I still let her do that, because I don't want her to learn that, because she fell 1 time or 2 times, I don't want her to live in fear, or that because of that fall means she can't do it anymore. I want to encourage her, because even though she fell, I trust her to climb on the tree, and every time it goes better and better. So encourage her to learn about when she falls in life, she get up and go back. That shows strength and courage. So I think that's good. And for me as a parent, I'm learning here too. I trust her, and she can do those things. And we encourage them to have the self-confidence. In life they will go through things, good things, bad things, but in all these things they can learn. And even we are still learning. It's always good. It's a never ending of learning. And it's not something bad, it's good. Because even in something bad, you can find something good to learn from. So we can all try to just breathe, pray, find the peace in with God, and trust in the Lord Jesus. So when our kids are little, we direct them, we help them, we encourage them, including, God is helping us too. It's just we are seeking help from God, and God is helping us to direct and leading us spiritually. But I also want to point out, even if your kids is adult, they're still your kids, and you can always pray for them. And in God you will find your peace, because as a parent, you know, you were worried and you want your kids to be safe, of course, but in God you will find the peace. So even if your kids are big, you can still pray for them. And I just wanted to make sure I point that out, because it is important. And because, like I was saying, how it is important also for us to let our kids free, to not cling on them, because sometimes we can cling on the bigger kids, the adult, even when they're adults, we can be like sometimes clingy. When we give the kids the trust and believe that they can be independent, and we encourage them. Yeah, so the reason why I think this video is very important is, like I said, you know, even I talk about kids today and parents, it also is important to know that this video is more also to see kids in the future, because the kids are the future. And if we as parents, we don't come aware of these things, we can have them, you know, looking as adults later in life for all these things where we can give them. And it's never too late, to be honest, because even me, I'm over my 30s and I'm still learning, even though I didn't know it all. But nobody knows it all, only God, and He can teach us. That's why I say pray, and it's never too late. Each day you can become the better version. Each day you can learn. Even if I'm very, 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 very old, I can learn this. And it's good to learn. It's always good to learn. It's good to listen to other people's stories. But in the end, like I said, praying. I will say praying helps. This is something I've just starting to do lately with my kids. I would tell them, you know, they wear their clothes just as we wear clothes like in our physical body. But I tell them, you know, we should also wear our physical and our spiritual clothes, because I heard somebody was talking about this, and I thought it was very interesting to hear it, fascinating about, to hear more. So what this woman was saying about is walking spiritually naked means, you know, we're not aware of things, we don't have the patience, you know, all these kind of negative things. So why are we not wearing our spiritual clothes? Which means, you know, love, confidence, boldness, strength, all these, you know, good things. So this is what I teach my kids now. They will wear their clothes physically, and I will be like, did you guys forget the spiritual clothes today? You know, make it in a fun way. So they will walk out the door in the morning with confidence, encouragement, boldness, you know, smart, intelligence, you know, that they will know that they have it. And that, you know, that they should not be bothered by like kids at school, bullies, or if somebody says something bad, or, you know, they will learn to have more patience and peace. So this is kind of what I'm trying to teach my kids, but like in a fun way that they will kind of understand. And even me, I'm still trying to learning that. Like sometimes I get very easy triggered by certain things can bother me, and I will be like, no, I'll remind myself, I have my spiritual clothes on. It's just peace, and you know, I don't need to be bothered by that. You know, just put my focus on something else. And just, you know, try to make it fun for yourself too. You know, we all have our inner child. So I think, you know, make it fun and just light. And yeah, that was just another tip for today. There can be sometimes ups and downs, of course, but that's with everything in life. But you will enjoy every moment. Like even me now, my kids are 9 and 7, but I still missing changing poopy diapers. Even I missed that, yeah. So I will say, hope you guys have a nice weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.